Before I shoot this video, I want to show you something cool. I'm going to take my camera and check out that rainbow. Aloha, Scott Sylvan Bell coming live from Waimea Bay, Oahu, September 15, 2016. 8:08 in the morning, perfect day to talk about sales. And I wanted to go over a series with you when you have one bad sales call. Now, I work with salespeople every day. I coach them, I train them. I have a lot of different guys that call me and ask for help. And usually if they're going through conversations with them when they're struggling, we can pinpoint there was one sales call that they had maybe a couple days prior or a week back that really stopped them from closing deals. And instead of waiting too long to fix this, let's talk about fixing one bad sales call right now. So the best thing that you can have as a salesperson is a short memory, which means that, the call that you're on, you did everything that you were supposed to, and it's over. It's an event. And so yes, you can go back and you could think about it, but at the same time, if you get caught up in everything that you did wrong on that call, it's going to be tough for you to move forward, okay? So a short memory means that you go to the call, you do what you're supposed to do, maybe you don't do what you're supposed to do, and then if it doesn't work out, then you get to your next call, okay? Now, your next call could be a little bit later on. There's going to be some things that you could do to help out to determine if you did everything right. But, I see a lot of salespeople, especially new salespeople or somebody who's in a struggle, they get caught up in like what happened at the last call. Well, that last call is over. It's gone. We can't really do anything about it anymore. And maybe it was your fault and maybe it was the buyer's fault. But the thing is you have to let it go. And this is one of the toughest conversations for me to have when somebody calls me and say, hey, Scott, I'm struggling. I really need some help. And then, we do some coaching going, okay, now let the call go. I don't know if I can. Well, that call that you were just on right here, right, does have influence on the next call over here if you do not let it go. And it creates a lot of challenges, it creates a lot of problems. I see salespeople get caught up in this a lot. And yes, I do understand it's easier said than done. But here's the thing, when you do it, it's gonna make your sales process a whole lot easier to go, look, I did, and you have to have this belief as you go to a call that you did everything you could to close that deal. And if you didn't, then you're gonna need to do some work. So I'm gonna help you out with something that I used. Anytime that I would go to a sales call and I knew that I was doing everything possible, let's say that I lost it. If I walked away from the call saying, look, I did everything that I was supposed to do to make this sale, and for whatever reason it didn't happen, then I got to walk away from it, okay? Now, there's something that I do when I'm wrong, and I'm gonna explain this to you, and it's kind of along the same theory. Like anytime that I go somewhere and I'm talking to people and I find out that I'm wrong, the first thing I do is I raise my hand and go, okay, I'm wrong. And the reason that I do that is that I admit that I'm wrong is it stops all that self-talk from going on. It stops me from going, I wish I would have said this, I wish I would have said that. So one of the things that I adopted from this is anytime that I would go on a sales call, I would leave and I would go, all right, I screwed that one up. And I just admit it to myself. I screwed it up. I got to figure out what I did right, what I did wrong. But once I get done with that, I'm not going to think about it anymore because I screwed up, okay? So you have to let the last sales call go. The call that you're on next isn't the call that you were on last, and you need to know that, all right? So that's first in the series. I got a whole bunch more for you. Now, if you could do a small favor for me, in the box down below, leave a comment, question, or story. That'd be fantastic. To the right or to the left, there's a subscribe button. You know what you got to do. You got to subscribe. And then, one last thing, you can send it out to all your friends via StumbleUpon, Facebook, Twitter, Google+, if that's where the buttons are. Why not even LinkedIn? Scott Sylvan Bell. We'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Aloha.